Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. I was running a few minutes late today, and I thank you for your patience. So I'm just going to dive right in to celebrating the birthday of Billy Strayhorn with his song Take the A Train. And then we'll get into some discussion. You must take the A train to get to Sugar Hill way up on Harlem. If you miss the A train, you'll find you miss the quickest way to Harlem. Hurry, get on board, it's coming. Listen to those rails a humming. All aboard now, you get on the A train. Soon you'll be on Sugar Hill in Harlem. You must take the A train to go to Sugar Hill up in Harlem. You miss that A train, you'll find you'll miss the quickest way to Harlem. Hurry, get on board, it's coming. Don't you hear the rails are humming? All aboard, get on that A train. Soon you'll be on Sugar Hill in Harlem. Yeah. So I figured I'd just get started because singing is what grounds me when I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. No, I was working on. I got a late start today, and I was working on the backing track for Fire, and I didn't get to finish all the stuff I wanted to do to it. But anyway, I got something that will be great for the performance, and I will add more to it later. So I thank you for your patience. I was a couple of minutes and starting late. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so like I said, Duke Ellington recorded Take the A Train. Ella did a fantastic vocal on Take the A Train. And it was written by Billy Strayhorn, who was a collaborator with Duke Ellington for many, many years, many, many great songs. And his birthday was November 29th. So it was Monday, this past Monday. He was born in 1915. So it's more than 100 years. 106 he would have been had he been alive. So yes, so take the A train. For those of you in the New York area, you may have ridden the A train or you may be living on the A train line. I did for a while, but I lived in Brooklyn in the other direction. All right, I see. I already said hello to John and Jen. I said hello to Ellis and Karen. And I see that Carolyn is here and Audrey's here and Keith is here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to December. I hope that I think the camera angle is weird or I'm sitting weird or something. I don't know. Shoot. All right, that looks a little that's framed up a little bit better. Okay. So, I got an email this week from another frequent watcher. He usually watches the day after. It's my friend Jerry. We used to work on the reception staff at Lincoln Center Theater together. On the weekends, I would do the morning and he would do the evenings. And then I think at some point we swapped. And I am still on the sub list. And for some reason, every time there's a new office manager, they're told not to take me off the sub list. So I've been on the sub list for quite some time, but they're my family. I love Lincoln Center Theater folks. And Jerry reached out to me this week and said that he was really enjoying watching the show the day after. But he was just like, I know you may have heard that Stephen Sondheim who's a huge, huge influence in musical theater, in modern musical theater. And he passed away on November 26th, just recently. And he kind of changed 20th century musical theater because I guess some people say he reinvented the American musical, and he started talking about things that weren't talked about normally. There were heavier topics, things like that. His shows included writing the lyrics for West Side Story, Gypsy. His best known stuff was A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, Company, Follies, A Little Night Music, Sweeney Todd, Merrily We Rode Along, and one of my favorites is Sunday in the Park with George and Into the Woods. So he will be missed, but he left us a fantastic body of work, if you will. So I'm going to pay tribute to him with the first Sondheim lyric that I ever sung, and I didn't know that. And then, I mean, I knew that he wrote it, but I think that, really going back and reviewing, Jerry had asked me, he said, are you going to include something soon by Sondheim? And I said, let me think about the first Sondheim lyric that I sung. And the first Sondheim lyric that I sung was when I was 15. I was in a high school production of The West Side Story. And my brother, who probably beat me up for saying this, but you're across the country, so you can't. He played Officer Krupke, and I was in the ensemble, and I had a solo, which is the song that I'm gonna sing. I came out, and it was like, I guess the role is called an adult or something like that. I don't know. It's like some weird woman or some weird abstract title to the character, like, woman or girl or something comes, and that's the character that I got to play. And I sung Somewhere as a solo. And I'm going to do that now. I see, just before I do that though, I see John and Jen said they took the A train yesterday. So going back to the previous song. So I'm going to celebrate the life and the work of Stephen Sondheim with Somewhere. A place for us, peace and quiet and open air. Wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us. Someday there'll be a time for us, time together with time to spend, time to learn, time to care. Somehow, some way, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving. Somewhere. There's a time for us. Someday there'll be a time for us. Time together with time to spare. Time to learn. Time to care. Somehow, somewhere, place for us. Hold my hand and we're halfway there. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. Somehow, someday, somewhere. Yes. Somewhere there's a place for us. Woo! I need a minute after that one. Oh my goodness. Sometimes, somewhere there is a way. Oh, what a powerful, powerful message. I put in the description box for tonight the original Broadway soundtrack recording, and I also put, because it was a huge radio hit for Barbra Streisand for her album, the Broadway album, and then Nancy Wilson had a fantastic rendition for her album From Broadway with Love. Ooh, goodness, that song did something to me. Music by Leonard Bernstein, lyrics by Stephen Sondheim. Oh my goodness. Woo! Thank you, Wendy. Wendy said beautiful, Rhonda, and Keith said beautiful. Yeah, that one, that got to me. Woo, goodness gracious. I remember doing that at 15, and I was blown away by the lyric then. And just the melodic line is so beautiful. And okay, before I sit here and talk the rest of the daggone episode about the beauty of that song. Okay. We are going to continue with another birthday, Felix Cavaliere. He is a singer and songwriter who was with the Rascals, the Young Rascals they were called then, and then they changed their name to the Rascals. And he wrote this song with Eddie Brigati. Eddie Brigati, let me slow down. He was born on Monday as well, November 29th, 1944. And he actually sang the lead vocal on this tune. And when they recorded the tune, they didn't want to put full drums on it. There was a whole lot of things, like the record label was just like, no, we're not putting this song out. It doesn't have the instrumentation for it to be a hit. Like all of this stuff. It was crazy. But it became an instant hit in May of 1967. And it spent 4 non-consecutive weeks at the top. It was knocked off the number 1 by Aretha Franklin's cover of Respect, which spent 2 weeks at number 1 in the middle of this song's hit. The song is Groovin'. And the funny thing is, Aretha Franklin would later cover this song for her album Lady Soul. So I put the link to her cover of it as well as the original. So I'm going to groove with you, even though it's a Wednesday evening. We're going to act like it's a Sunday afternoon, okay? All right. Grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. I can't imagine anything that's better. The world is ours whenever we're together. There ain't a place I'd rather be instead of grooving down a crowded avenue, doing anything we'd like to do. There's always lots of things that we can see. We can be anywhere we people, we would be just grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. La, la, la. We'll keep on spending sunny days this way. We're gonna talk and laugh our time away. I feel it coming closer day by day. Life would be ecstasy, you and me endlessly grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. I wanna be grooving. I'm grooving with you, baby. Grooving. Yes, grooving, grooving, grooving. Yes. I added this song. We were asked to do two libraries that we've been to before, but they wanted us to put like a special song list together. And usually if I'm not developing a whole new showcase for the Silver Fox series, I choose a bunch of songs that I really like singing, and Groovin' is one of them, so we added it to the list. So we did that on November 6th for the Elmont Library, and then this past Sunday for the East Meadow Library. And it's funny because every time that song starts, people just start doing like this in the seat. Oh, yeah. Because it's got such a nice laid back feel to it. And yeah, so that's a good one. Let's see. Oh, John and Jen, they were responding to Somewhere, and they said, beautiful and moving. Thank you. And Keith said one of his favorites. I'm going to have to get Keith in here because I need him to do some backing vocals on some of these tracks, and I would love for him to do them live. I don't know how I'm going to spread this daggone thing out, but I'll figure it out. Yes, so I recently finished two new video concerts for two other libraries. And I had told them I would get it to them by November 28th. I needed a little bit more time on both of them, but I've actually finished one on the 27th and then finished one yesterday. So, and I've had a full performance schedule as well. So I'm a little loopy. Just a little loopy because I haven't had a day off in a while. But I'm feeling good nonetheless. I'm very, very happy and pleased to be here. And I actually thought that I wasn't going to be able to complete as many backing tracks as I did. But the Take the A Train and Groovin' are other people's backing tracks. So I put the links to those in the description box as well. And Somewhere Fire, which I'm going to do next, and the closing song are backing tracks that I did. So, Keith said he could record them for me. If I get the problem, Keith, is that 9 times out of 10, I get it done. I get the backing track done Tuesday night because my schedule is so full right now. So I end up doing backing tracks. So my goal in the new year is to take 2 weeks off, the first 2 weeks of January, be able to plan, be able to relax a little bit, and to also be able to stack a lot of the Bliss Break so that I'm a couple of weeks ahead instead of getting stuff done, right before. Because it just makes it easier and allows me to relax into the tunes a little bit more. And I really like bringing all of this. And so I really go down the rabbit hole when I'm doing research for tunes and really kind of trying to decide based on whose birthday it is or what's happening in the world, all of that kind of stuff, holidays, everything like that, kind of influence which songs I choose each week. So I would like to be able to get a couple of weeks ahead so I can breathe a little bit more. That's the thing with music. it takes preparation. It can take hours and hours and hours of preparation and planning and rehearsal and all of that kind of stuff. But when it comes down to it and you're actually in the performance space, it's nice to be able to just breathe and relax into the music and enjoy making music as much as you do, performing. Enjoy the performance process so that it's not so mechanical. So I I like to be able to relax into my tunes and stuff. So anyway, probably TMI, but hey, you get some behind the scenes when you watch this show. Okay, so the next tune that I'm going to do is a Bruce Springsteen tune, actually. But it was a huge hit for the Pointer Sisters. And the reason I chose it this week is because June Pointer was born on November 30th, 1953. She's since passed on. However, she was a member of the group, and they had a couple of hits, and then she had to leave because she was overworked and exhausted. And one of the other sisters came in, or actually there was four of them all at the beginning, and then it went down to three, and then the other sister left, and June came back, and when she came back, they had a huge hit with a remake of a Bruce Springsteen tune. Now, the thing behind this is Bruce Springsteen actually envisioned Fire as a song that Elvis Presley would record. He originally wrote it to present it to him because Elvis Presley was his idol, and he recorded a demo and sent it to Elvis Presley, but it arrived after Elvis Presley passed away. So he never got to hear the song and know that it was, meant for him. So Bruce Springsteen said he wrote the song after he saw him on May 28th, 1977 at a concert in Philadelphia. So the song never got there. And someone else actually heard the song and decided and asked if he could actually record it. And he kind of has a Elvis kind of feel. His name is Robert Gordon. So he was the first one to actually release the tune, even though Bruce Springsteen had recorded it in 1977. So his recording was released later, I think in 1989 or something like that, or maybe 87. It was released much later. Anyway, it was covered by the Pointer Sisters and became an instant hit for them, and that was released in 1978. So a lot of people, when they hear this, they think of the Pointer Sisters 9 times out of 10. But it's a Bruce Springsteen song, great lyric, great feel, and I see, wait a minute, hold up. Oh, Fred said, "Groovin' was done so well. I remember seeing the Rascals do that in a little club in Waterbury, Connecticut in the late 60s. Memories, yes. I'm hoping that these tunes bring back some great memories. Thank you for sharing that one, Fred." Hey, Bonnie. All right, so let's see. Fire. Yeah, at first I was going to use a backing track that I had, a one that someone else made. And then I got bit today. Bit by the creative bug today, and I was like, I'm gonna do the track myself. I'm gonna do it myself. So and ended up starting late. But anyway, here we go with Fire. Riding in your car, you turn on the radio. You're pulling me close. I just say no. I say I don't like it, but you know I'm a liar. 'Cause when we kiss, ooh, fire. Late at night, you're taking me home. You say you wanna stay. I say I wanna be alone. I say I don't love you, but you know I'm a liar. 'Cause when we kiss, ooh, fire. You had a hold on me right from the start, a grip so tight I couldn't tear it apart. My nerves all jumping, acting like a fool. Where your kisses they burn, but my heart stays cool. Oh, Romeo and Juliet, Samson and Delilah, baby, you can bet a love that couldn't deny. My words say split, but my words didn't lie. 'Cause when we kiss, ooh, fire. Don't you know I'm on fire? Burn me up with your fire. Hey. Fire, fire, fire. Yes. Burn me up with your fire. So yeah, that's my little track. There's some things that, like I said, I want to fix on that, but yeah, I got bit by the creative bug today. And let's see. Let me go to the chat and make sure there's nothing new in there. All right. So, um, this final song I actually did for one of those videos that I turned in. When the library reached out to me, they asked for my showcase From Jazz to Soul, a holiday edition. And generally speaking, with that one, I do songs with celebrate Thanksgiving and winter tunes. There's some Christmas stuff in there and just general joy of the season. And I try not to make it too specific in terms of the holidays. There are a few kind of Christmassy songs in there. But this librarian specifically asked me if I would include some gospel tunes and some Hanukkah tunes. Now, I do a lot of performing for Jewish organizations. And I've never sat down and really learned a Hanukkah song. I have to be honest. Usually this time of year gets so busy um, that it ends up flying by. And every year I say I'm going to learn one, and then the time just runs out, and I never do it. So I was grateful that she asked me to actually include videos of Hanukkah tunes. So Hanukkah started on November 28th and ends on December 6th. And for the first time, I get to celebrate with my Jewish friends and sing a song for my Jewish friends to celebrate Hanukkah. So I'm going to close with this song called Happy Hanukkah, My Friend. And it was a song that was written by Doug Konecky, and I hope I say that right. And I hope I say that right. And I forget the other writer's first name. I got to look at it. Hold on, let me find it. It's here for a reason. um, Justin Wilde. That's who it is. Justin Wilde and Doug Konecky. And they recorded an album of Hanukkah tunes, that they original ones and I think some traditional ones that they released. But I came across, I was looking, trying to find out what were some Hanukkah tunes, and I came across this new recording that was just released. It's John DiMartino and a bunch of friends of his, and it's a beautiful, beautiful jazz rendition. The song is a jazzy song anyway, and he just puts his little flair on it, and I think it's a beautiful recording, so I included that link to the John DiMartino cover of the tune. So I am going to close with Happy Hanukkah, my friend. And I think it's another one that's got a great message that's that's not specific to the holiday because it kind of says we can all participate in the idea of what Hanukkah is. Spin the dreidel, light the lights. Everyone stay home tonight. The story is told, the young and the old together. As twilight meets the setting sun, light the candles one by one. Remember the past, traditions that last forever. Come, let's share the joy of Hanukkah. May our friendship grow as the candles glow. Oh, won't you come and share the joy of Hanukkah? And we'll celebrate as only friends can do. Happy Hanukkah, my friend, from me to you. Candlelight, a star above, messages of peace and love. Their meaning is clear, we are but here as brothers. So let's begin with you and me. Let friendship shine eternally. May this holiday enlighten the way for others. Oh, come, let's share the joy of Hanukkah. May our friendship grow as the candles glow. Oh, you come and share the joy of Hanukkah. And we're hoping all you're wishing for comes true. Happy Hanukkah, my friend, from me to you. Share the joy of Hanukkah. Hanukkah, may our friendship grow as the candles glow. Oh, won't you come and share the joy of Hanukkah? We're hoping all you're wishing for comes true. Happy Hanukkah, my friend, from me to you. To you. To you. Happy Hanukkah to all of those who celebrate. Spin the dreidel and light the lights. So that is my show for today. I hope you have enjoyed this time together. I know I have. And I will see you next week, December 8th. Looking forward to it. I'll spend a couple of minutes in the chat box with you. Thanks so much again. And don't forget, if you have something that you want to hear, please, please, please go to the Bliss Breaks page on www.soulgoodserenades.com and ask for what song you want to hear. If it's something during the holiday season, something wintry, something else, anything. You want to celebrate a loved one, let me know, and I will do my best to make it happen as soon as possible, sooner than later. All right, everybody. Again, I will be in the chat box. Love, love, love to you and yours. Thank you so much for joining me this week, and I will see you same time next week. All right.